Steve and Benita, we just want to send you our love today.
Yeah, we're sending our love to you because we love you.
We do.
And we just wanted to send out this proclamation today on August what day is it?
29th.
The 29th of 2012. We're sending out a proclamation to you and to all the people that are around you and that surround you and that are above you, beneath you, on the left and the right, to the side as they glide. That's what I'm talking about. We're just sending out a good Thanksgiving before it's even Thanksgiving. Hey, that's how we roll up in here in ATL. Sure.
We love you so much. Grateful for you. Sending out prayers and love to you and all your family today.
That's what I'm talking about. Proclamation, the anticipation, the alliteration of all dispensation. Okay? Dispensation is.
I think we're good.
That's what we're creating here today, some dispensationalism. Okay, I don't even know what that means, but it's something in the theology realm. Okay. We love you. What you think about that?
Hey, Steve, on behalf of our family, and to Benita as well, on behalf of our family,
Morgan from the original Jump Team.
And Mackenzie, your personal nurse advocate.
we just want to tell you, we love you. We hope you get to feeling better.
Bye.
Bye.
Get well.
Get well, Steve. Have a great day.
Be blessed, be loved, be lifted high, and be treasured here, be glorified. I owe my life to you, my Lord. Here I am. Yes, here I am. Here I am. Knees to the earth. Here we are. We love you, Steve, so much. Just wanted to take a moment just to say that we wouldn't be who we are today had God not tangibly used you in hundreds, probably thousands of ways in our lives since we were just kids. And we love you and Benita so much. Just feel a part of your family, even though we're hundreds of miles away from you today. I was just thinking about, that none of us have a guarantee today. We could get home before you do, and we're not guaranteed tomorrow, and none of us are. And so I think it's that's a precious thought today, just to know that we're all just sitting in that reality that we owe our lives to Jesus, and to live today is Christ, and if we were to meet him face to face, that would be gain. And I think the other part of that is just stopping today to tell you on this journey how much we love you and just what you mean to us. And here comes our dog. I thought you were going to see him for just a second, but he's coming to say hi. But we love you, and just stopping for this moment just to love on you, and you know how much you mean to us and what our friendship has meant through the years. So just rest in his great truth and love and peace and favor over you today, and know how much you're loved. We'll see you soon.
Love you, Steve.
Hey, Steve, Dick Stafford. We're sitting here in John Shillington's office, and we're all smiling because we've said a name that just automatically brings a smile to our face. When we say Steve Seelig, we all break into a smile. Though technically, for a very brief period of time, when I was at Travis Avenue, I was your youth director. That's always been a badge of honor for me. I've always been able to tell folks that I was Steve's youth minister. But really, my favorite thoughts about us were in the summer of 1974, when you put on The Week. 5 churches going together. Absolutely phenomenal, phenomenal. You're still the most creative person I have ever known. I love you, brother, and we're praying for you.
Steve, I can't imagine a person that brought a better balance to the staff in those early days of the 80s than you did. It was, there was an air, there was an intensity, and you always brought such a neat balance to things because of your humor. And I also remember a soft side too, when our minister of music left and you took me into your office to talk for a little bit. And you just have a great gift with words and a great gift with humor, and we love you.
Hi, Steve. Just want to tell you I love you and I'm praying for you and your family. And I just want to thank you that early in my ministry, you inspired me to know how to do ministry, to make it fun and to love people. And you showed me that and inspired me. And one fun thing that I remember is that whenever we came into your office with some kind of a problem or a challenge, that you always had a solution. You always didn't just give us a solution, you named it, you told us what we needed to do, you made up a certificate for it, you just inspired us in so many ways, but also gave us the details on how to do ministry, and I just want to thank you for that. Love you.
Hi Steve, it's Ruth Lewis here. And when I think about the days that you served together, I think about lots and lots of laughter coming from the office next to mine, lots of times of relieving that pressure, of working together, of working hard, of creativity, and of honoring the Lord in all the things that we did. And when Bonita helped us here in the music office, that was just a really, really special time for me. Even a ski resort that we got to go to that you worked out for the Poplins and us. Just those special relationships, and I want you to know that we love you and we love your family. We're praying for each of you and just asking that God be near in these special days.
Hey Steve, this is Marilyn, your able assistant. Today is Labor Day, and I just got to thinking about all the fun times we had at Glorietta and the laughter, and then I thought of all of our trips, Switzerland, California, all of our bus events, and then some of our silly skits. Do you remember Rin Fin Fin, the trick fish? What wonderful memories. You have touched so many lives, and I just want to say thank you for being a part of my life. I love you so much, and I'm praying for you. God bless you.
Steve, you may not remember me. My name is John Shillington, and we worked together for a while here at North Phoenix. And one of the things I've been asked to do is remember some funny things that you and I have been involved in. And honestly, I've thought, and I can't remember anything funny that ever happened or that you ever did. I remember the time that my son, Jeff, talked to your son, John Mark, about the birds and the bees after John Mark saw your schnauzers mating, and I remember how upset you were about that. But that's not funny. And then I remember the time that you hid your family in your house and turned all the lights off after church on a Sunday night because you were afraid Richard was going to come looking for you, and he did. But that's not funny. And I remember the time that we had this big celebration, and you had us planned for a huge celebration, and had a bunch of us picked up, our wives and all of us picked up in a limousine and for a real fancy meal, and then the limousine took us to McDonald's for dinner, and then I think the 31 flavors for dessert, and that's not funny. So then I thought about the time that you were so depressed and you were talking about just getting in your car and driving away, and were really having a pity party and wanted somebody to pity you. And I remember just asking you if, when you drove away, if I could have your new stereo television, and that's not funny. And then I remember the time you and Owsley and I wore SOS sweatshirts and sang and actually thought we sounded like the Letterman, and we didn't, but we thought we did, and there was nothing funny about that. The time that we did the elves at Christmas, work, 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 work. I remember that, but that's not funny either. I do remember a retreat we were going on with the staff, and we loaded the buses, and before we even started out of the parking lot, you'd gotten in trouble, and Seelig, you're not going to be the Lone Ranger. And I remember that, but there's nothing funny about that. So actually, Steve, I can't think of anything funny to remember. So I guess the best thing for me to say is I love you. from the bottom of my heart, and I'm praying for you. And just stay strong. And in the days ahead, perhaps something funny will take place, and I can remember it, and I'll let you know. I love you, brother.
Hi, Steve. It's Mark. I just wanted to send you some love, some greetings, and a top 10 list. I'm coming out of retirement for this. So this is the top 10 things that I've learned from Steve Seelig. So I just wanted to share these with you. Number 10, I've learned how to be a friend. You've been a tremendous friend to me, and you've been my Houston dad. So thank you for that. Love you for that. Number 9, I've learned how to prepare a Bible lesson. So I remember your 10 Commandments series. I remember how to be a co-participant with Jesus, and I've used that illustration several times in my own Bible teaching, so learned that. Number 8, I've learned how to shop for various things, including Lee Tack in Hong Kong and Stanley Market. Number 7, I've learned from you how to organize a mission trip. I haven't really used it that much, but you help keep people motivated and organized and focused. And number 6, I've learned how to be a great dad and a great father, whether that was you preparing for Stephanie's prom or not missing a single one of John Mark's football games. I've seen that example lived out. Number 5, I've learned how to be a great husband. I remember your 20th anniversary when you prepared 20 days of treats and surprises for your beautiful bride, Benita. So that was a special time. And number 4, I've learned how to sing oldies in an operatic style. So I think this was in the van on the way to Santa Fe. Well, I'm going to Kansas City. There's some crazy... Yeah, you get the idea. So I've enjoyed that. I'm not as good as you are, but I've enjoyed learning that from you. I've learned how to give gifts. I'm not nearly as good as you are because you give generously to everyone around you, and that's a real gift that you have. And number 2, I've learned how to officiate a wedding. Now, I haven't ever had to do this again, but I think I could almost do it because it's a ring, it's made of pure gold, and then when the bride and groom kiss each other, you say, okay, that's enough, which is hilarious. Everybody laughs. It's a real big hit. And the number 1 thing I've learned from Steve, from you, is how to have fun and how to have joy in ministry. And so you've been a huge inspiration to me and so many others in serving others and serving our Lord and participating in so many fun things together. So we love you. We're praying for you, and so thankful for you in our lives. So love you, Steve. Bye-bye.